All right, and we should be live. Hello, everyone. I haven't been live in a couple of weeks, so I'm really happy to be live again. Um, and yeah, as you can tell from the title, we're gonna be making some loaf cats today. For markets. I haven't made them in a while. I think the last time I made them was on another live. So it's been a few weeks, and I thought I might as well bring you guys along because I have a few of them I need to make. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna be able to get done today, but the first one I'm gonna start with is this cream color. It looks white. I mean, compared to white, they look almost the same, but it's like slightly more cream-ish. So we're gonna start with this one and make a loaf cat out of it. And then I think if we still have time after that, we are gonna make a like brown like ragdoll slash Siamese cat with the dark face and the lighter body. So if we have time, we'll do that as well. I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. I think last time on stream, this took me like 45 minutes. So if I do two, that'll be like a little over 2 hours. Um, so yeah, we'll just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay, I need one more, I think. And this pattern is by Annie Caraway Art on Etsy. It is like made for bigger yarn, but I use size 4 yarn when I'm trying to make them smaller. And also just because I like acrylic. Um, I'm not a lot of people like acrylic, but I do like acrylic. So, yeah, that's a little fact about me. Although you probably could have already guessed that because I make a lot of minis in acrylic. But yeah, we're just gonna make this. We got a factory knot already. It's okay. The factory knot's in, I believe this is Big Twist. No, maybe it is Loops and Threads. I don't know. Yeah, it is Loops and Threads Soft Classic. That's what it is. But the factory knots in it aren't that like big. They just usually have a lot of um I don't know what you would call it. Um Whatever these little fluffy parts are called. Ends. Although I can probably cut part of that. Can trim it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. And it'll still stay as long as I don't pull it too hard, which once it's crocheted, it'll be fine. But yeah, I've had a pretty busy last few weeks, so I really haven't um streamed. But I wanted to do this one to kind of like catch up and just chat for a little bit, I guess. Um and yeah, I've started doing Minecraft content, which is fun. I think I have my episode 4 for that like all recorded. It just needs to be edited, which I haven't started. I haven't been able to play in a week because I've been super busy, but you know, but I do have that recorded from like 2 weeks ago. I should really get that video out, but I don't know. There's just not really like a main subject of the video, I guess, is my issue with it. But hopefully that should be out next week sometime if you're interested in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If anyone has any questions or any topics you'd like me to talk about, feel free to leave them in the chat, or if you're watching this after I've already stopped going live, you can leave it in the comments. But yeah, I haven't gotten like a chance to just chat in a while, and I do miss that. So I did have something going on tonight, but that got canceled. So I was like, it could be a good day to do a little stream and just have a little chat for like 2 hours, um, and lock in on some crocheting. I've really been trying to lock in on my Etsy as well. I got my first sale, which is very exciting. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna be adding some Halloween stuff to my Etsy. I'm not gonna show you anything yet because that's spoilers for a future video you're gonna see, but I am gonna be adding Halloween stuff eventually. This is how it's looking so far. We have like hold on, let me count. 2 rows, and then the ears will be added. I think it could be fun if we did a cat at some point. It doesn't have to be during the stream because we probably won't have time, but if we did a cat at some point that had like this color for the body and then like we did white little spots on it, because I feel like it would be so subtle that it could just add something, but I don't know if that would look good or bad because again, they are so similar. Um, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about that idea. Also, if anyone is interested in these cats that I will be making, let me know in the chat and I can add them to my Etsy once I get off stream. Um, you just gotta let me know, of course. But I will be more than willing to ship them off to you if these cats just, click. Maybe they look like your own cat, or maybe you just need a cute little cat in your life. Um, these would probably be somewhere from 12 to 15 on my Etsy, not including shipping, just to let you know. But if you are interested, don't be afraid to let me know. We can cut this part. That did not cut all the way through. Let me put the link to my Etsy in the description of this because I did that for all the other streams I did, but I kind of forgot to do it for this one. Um, how do I get to it? I'm kind of new to Etsy. Yeah, that's probably it. And then we just paste that. Can I edit the description? Who knows? Who knows? Probably. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay. If you are interested in checking out my Etsy, it is now in the description. There we go. My stream is a bit laggy on my end, so hopefully it is not like that for you. But let me know if it is, and I can try and do something about that. I kind of forgot what I was doing. And I'm now realizing that I just did that wrong. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Alrighty, and now I believe this round has the ears, but let me look. Yes, it does have the ears. So now we're basically done with the increases, and we will do the ears and then the rest of the body, which just goes straight back if you've never seen these before. Alright, and then we can do the first ear right here. I am going to put a stitch marker in this back loop so that I can find it easier when we come back to that in the next round. It's not like necessary, but it is easier. For me anyway. Alright, and that's the first ear. It'll look better when we go to the next round because it'll pop it out a little bit, but that's it for now at least. I can't tell if I did this right or wrong, so I'm gonna go back. I didn't mean to undo the ear, but I accidentally did, so that's okay. No, I did do it right before. I just second guessed myself. I do that a lot. Oh, I want to do a stitch marker in this one as well so that I can find it later easier. Find it easier later? Find it later easier? I don't know. I don't think either of those makes sense. How do I say that sentence? Find it so I have an easier time finding it later. There we go. That works. Words are hard. All right, and there's our two ears. Like I said, next round you'll be able to see it a lot better, but all right, and then I think after the next round is the feet. Let me look. Don't want to be misinforming you. Nope. Round after that. Okay. So we got a few rounds until we do the feet. All right. And then we go back to these, which makes it way easier to find. Yes, I could do it on my own without those, but it's just easier. And then you can see the ear pops out a little bit more now. Yeah. See, it's a lot more 3D than it was before. And then we do the same thing on this side. All right. And now this is where the rest of the body starts. Well, and then we put the feet, and then we actually get started on the body, but from here on out, there's no more increases or decreases until we get to the back feet. But sorry, I just had to give my shoulders a little break there. Um, it's a little bit different. This setup is different to how I normally crochet. Let me see if I can scoot my chair in though. That might help. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not much though. All right. I just feel like I'm so far away. Maybe I could move this a little. Sorry if that was loud. I have no idea if that made a sound, but okay. It's good to give yourself a little bit of a break. Um, Even if it's only for a few seconds, because otherwise you're just gonna hurt yourself. But now I'm blocking the light. Maybe I do this instead. Because if I do that, then I can do this. Not really. Actually, that made everything worse. All right, and now this round we can make the feet. All right, there's our first foot. And there is the second foot. And now we are just doing the body. Except after this, I do want to do the face, like details. Which is the nose, the whiskers, and the eyes. So there's that before we actually get on to the rest of the body. Also, I spilled my pop all over my poppet that I normally use, so I might have to go and get a different one real quick, which is not in here. Actually, I might have one in here underneath my desk. I kind of forgot about that. I will check that in a moment. I don't know what color I want to do the face details. We could do it in like brown, like a dark brown, or we could do it in a light-ish brown, because I do have that as well. Let me get the options. All right. The stitch marker is really stiff. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna do black eyes. Like, let me grab those. Usually I get them out before this, but I didn't today. I forgot about that, I think. Here's the eyes. 12 should be fine. They're a little bit big, but it's the smallest I have, so. And then we get the backings. I keep these in a little like gum container. I have three of them, one for each size of eyes that I have, because I have 12, 14, and 16. I rarely use my 16s, and I don't really use my 14s either, but. Alright, so, the options, actually, let me do this. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3, probably. Yeah, that looks good. 1, 2, 3. How is that? Mm, a little bit lopsided. Move that down a stitch, maybe. Still a little lopsided. Actually, wait, no. I think that's good. We're gonna do that. Boom. And boom. Okay. And now we do the face details. So I have this color. Ooh, that might be cute. And then I have this color. This color looks black, but it's not. Mm, I feel like maybe this color. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the light brown. Um, Let me know if you think that's a good decision or a bad decision, but I like it. I think it looks good. So we're gonna go with this. It's easier to do the embroidery when I can like see in the back of it and tie it and stuff. So that's why I'm doing it right now. And it also just makes it so cute. I think I'll do these 2 stitches apart. Sometimes I do more or less. Ooh, what if I do like that? Fancy. Yeah, so I did like they're right next to each other here, but I put one in between over here. And I think that just looks good. Um, so I could do that. Yeah. sometimes it's hard to tell what symmetrical actually looks like. Um, but yeah, I think that looks good. And then I do that, and then we tie it. Yeah, I think that looks good. Perfect. Let me just untangle this. All right, and then we snip. All right, this can be saved because this is a massive piece of yarn still. So this can be saved for something in the future. Not sure what, maybe another cat, I don't know. But I am gonna save it. I just tie it in a little knot so it doesn't get tangled up and chuck it in the bin. Alrighty, let me look here. Look at this. I think this is adorable. I love it. I think it turned out so good. Um, okay. Sorry, I had to remember what I was doing. I need to pop it. I have some in this bin down here, but I can't see. I found one. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's a baby Yoda. Okay. Um, we're gonna use this because I literally can't find anything else. Because I can't see. But it's fine. So basically, if you have not watched anything from me before, what I do with this is say, how many rounds do I have of this? I have 6 rounds that are all the same. So I'm gonna pop all of them and leave 6, and then when I complete a round, I will pop one. And then every time I complete a round, I'll pop one. And when there's none left, that means I'm all done with my repeats. So that's just what helps me. Usually it's a better pop it than this one, but I spilled my pop all over it. So I still have to wash that because it was like 5 minutes before I started stream. So I also spilled it all over my desk, but I cleaned it up. So but yeah. So we just have 6 rows to do of like the same thing. And this just helps, especially if you're like talking while you're doing it, or you're watching something, or you're just not paying attention really, or maybe you have to stop in between finishing. Um, you can just easily look at your poppet and see how much more you have to do. Which for something like streaming, because I'm gonna be yapping away probably, not really paying attention, it's easy to lose count. And like, yeah, you can go back and count all of the rows, but sometimes you count it wrong because, human error or whatever. So this is just easier. And every once in a while, you're gonna forget to push one down. I've done that a lot, but it's not the end of the world. You're gonna be okay. And that's my spiel. Um, let's see. I don't know that I have anything else to talk about. So if you guys have any ideas of what you would like me to talk about, make sure to put it in the chat and I will talk about it. Yeah, I have like 4 videos in progress right now. It's kind of insane. Um, I have like a crochet vlog type video. I have a challenge video. I have a, we'll call it themed video. Actually, 2 themed videos. One of them I've been working on for over a month. Um, and don't worry, it's literally, or not, don't worry, don't get excited. It's nothing special. I just have kept procrastinating the finishing it. So, yeah, that's fun. Actually, okay, it's not that I've been procrastinating it, it's that I don't have the yarn I need to finish it, and I keep procrastinating buying it because I don't want to spend more money on yarn right now. I also don't know what color I want to do said item in. So, yeah. But it's okay. We'll figure it out later. That's a later me problem. I either need to order more yarn or just pick a color that I already have. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. All right, and we finished one, so we pop one, and then we take a drink of pop, because I'm thirsty. Um, okay, I need to turn my fan on because it's getting hot in here, so I will be right back. Don't worry, I'll just literally be a few seconds. I'm back. I feel like that happens every single stream where I forget to turn my fan on, and then once I'm already streaming, it starts to get hot in here, and then I start getting sweaty, and then I have to leave to go turn my fan on. I need to remember to turn it on before I start streaming. That would be smart. But right now we're just working on the body of our cat. This is what we have so far. It's looking really, really cute. It'll probably be about this long, maybe. Actually, you probably can't see that. About this long, maybe. Um, so yeah. Oops. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Or if you have anything you want to talk about, feel free to put that in there too. Because I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, and I've only been live for 30 minutes. So that's wonderful. I hate to say it, but once school starts, I feel like I'm not going to be able to stream very much, and I won't be able to stream at this time. It'll have to be later in the day because, you know, I will have to be at school. Or it'll have to be on weekends, which I guess weekends do work out for a lot of people because people work on weekdays, obviously. That's another round done. Can pop another bubble. Um, but I think I'm gonna put up a poll on my YouTube like posts, asking whether you would like me to do it later in the day on weekdays when I do stream, or if you would like me to stream on the weekends at around this same time. Might be later, might be earlier. Kind of depends on the day, but yeah. I want to make like a little stream schedule so that you guys know when I'm going live. Like you don't have to just kind of guess, but I don't know. Maybe it's easier to just have it on a random basis at the moment because I have like no time. And yeah, but we're making progress on the cat at least. Here's what she's looking like, or he. Could be a he or a she. Um, I really, really am glad that I went with the lighter brown because I think it looks good. And it's not like too much, you know? It's just like, I don't know, it makes it look softer, I guess. Not like physically softer, but like the colors are softer, I guess is what I mean by that. All right, and we are at the end of another round, so that means another bubble. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat or anything you want me to talk about. Or if you just want to say hi, feel free to do that too. Maybe I'll put a poll up right now on the stream just to see what you guys would rather about when I should stream. Um when should I stream? We'll do like 3 to 5 EST on weekdays, or actually it's EDT technically right now. EDT on weekdays, or should we do um, 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 let's see. We could just do like 1 to 3 on EDT. EDT on weekends, or mixture of both. Start poll. That'll just go for a little bit. Can I like extend the time? Nope. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave that up for a while. Um, this is what we have so far. Looking cute. If anyone has any questions, wants to say hi, you have a topic you want me to chat about, feel free to leave any of that in the chat. Um, let's see. I don't know that I have anything to talk about. I had a market, a couple days ago. I've already posted the video about it. That went up yesterday. What day is it? Tuesday. Yeah, that went up yesterday. That's another round. So if you are interested in all like the little details, how much I made, my best seller, stuff like that, feel free to go and check that out. Um, but it's a very short video, so it's not like a huge time commitment or anything. But I did go over what I sold, and stuff like that. Anyways, that market went really well. There is another market, a 2-day market, next month in September that I think I'm gonna apply to. It's not in my city, it's like 20-30 minutes away from me, which means it'll be a different crowd, hopefully a bigger crowd than in my little tiny city. And I think it could be a good option for me to start putting myself out there a bit more, um, and to sell some more Halloween stuff before Halloween. Because I don't have another big market before Halloween. Yes, I have my farmers market every week still, if you did or didn't know about that. Um, that is another round. Oops. We have one round left. But I do have a farmers market every single week. But that is super, super slow because I live in a really small town. So that's, yeah. Anyways, I thought that could be a good option, but it all depends on if we are busy that week. I'm really hoping that we aren't, because I really want to do that market. And it's like I think it's either fall or Halloween themed. And you have to like bring candy to give out to the little kids and stuff, which I thought is a really cute idea. Um, Welcome in, everyone. If you have any questions, want to say hi, or anything you want me to talk about, feel free to leave it in the chat. Um, we are almost done with our first cat. The next one will be a brown Siamese cat, so dark face, and then the rest of the body will be a lighter brown. And yeah, we're just chilling, crocheting, chatting, and having some fun. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about my market. Um, but yeah, hopefully I can get into that, and then we can do some fun market prep videos. That could be really fun because those do pretty decently. Um, And yeah, that is the final repeat round. So now I have to see what the next round is. And my tablet, which I have my pattern on, it turned off. So it'll be a second. Alrighty. And now we're doing the back feet, which I do have to even out a little bit just because of my tension. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically how loose or tight you crochet, and everyone does it a little bit differently. So sometimes you have to adjust the placement of things in patterns to make it make sense for your tension. All right, there's the first foot. And here is the second foot. These cats always turn out so cute. I should probably sell them for more. Because right now at my markets, I sell them for 8, but I feel like I should be selling them for like 10 or more because they take so long. But I don't know, I just feel bad like pricing stuff at a high point, but I guess I need to make my money somehow, you know? Gotta get my money's worth. I'm just not very good at pricing stuff, I guess. If anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Alright, what is next? My shoulder hurts. I need to give it a break for a second. Has anyone been doing anything fun recently? Have you made anything fun recently? What have you guys been up to, I guess? Sorry if you can hear my chair, by the way. I don't know why it's being really squeaky right now. Uh, when my shoulder hurts, I find that I literally just have to stop crocheting for a few minutes, otherwise it'll just get like out of control. Also, let me stretch my wrists. That's probably good to do when I'm crocheting for so long in a row like this. Okay, let's lock in again. Oops, I just kicked my desk, so I apologize if the camera shook a little bit there. Also, it looks like it's lagging a little bit on my end, so I hope it's not lagging on your end. Let me know, um, what it's looking like there. And if you are interested in purchasing this cat or anything else I make in this stream, let me know and I can add it to my Etsy. And yeah, it will probably like $12 to $15, just because of Etsy fees and stuff like that. And that does not include shipping as well. All right, and now I believe we start decreasing to close up the body. Yeah, we do. I didn't close this all the way. I meant to. This cat is so cute. I love it, and I hope that it sells at my market or on my Etsy if someone's interested in it, of course. My screen is falling asleep. There we go. Alrighty. Next round. Also, I have a Halloween drop, like a bunch of Halloween plushies that I want to drop on my Etsy all at the same time. And I was wondering, would you guys want me to stream on the day that I drop them? And we could do like a little drop day stream, crochet something, hopefully, maybe get some orders. I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I want to do that, but if you guys aren't going to watch it, then I'm not going to do it, you know? I just hit my light again. I do that so much. I do that way too much, but it's fine. Okay, I need to stop yapping and start crocheting more, because this cat is taking me longer than I expected, just because I've been distracted. But that's good. That's probably a good thing, because that means I've been having fun. Alrighty, next round. Let's end this poll real quick, because no one's voting in it anyways. I'll put an actual one up on my channel, but I'll do that later, because I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, and now I think we can stuff. Because I have one more round, and then we close it, but I think we need to stuff now while we have a decent sized hole. And I reorganized my room a little bit. I switched sides of things, so now my stuffing is on the right side, over here, like back, but it's on this side of me when it was on this side of me. So that's why I'm leaning a different way. But, and yes, I just grabbed a ton of stuffing, and I will put back what I don't use. Don't worry. I just grabbed, and whatever chunk came out, that is what I pulled out. So, yep. And then we make the tail, and then we are done with our first cat. But we're not done yet, so don't worry. And I am also gonna make another cat because I promised you I would, so I'm gonna. It's getting there, but needs a little more still. I love how chunky these turn out. They're so cute. I love them. They eat up so much stuffing, but it's okay. Thank you. Thank you for the chat as well. I love how cute these turn out. They're adorable. This one I feel like is one of the cutest ones I've ever made. And I might be biased just because I'm making it right now, but like, it's cute. I love it. There's stuffing everywhere now. There's, it's genuinely everywhere. Maybe I stuffed it too much before I did the last round. I don't know. It's fine. We will deal with it. There's so much stuffing. It's all over my desk. Okay. And now we can just put the final bits of stuffing in. My tablet is falling asleep again. All right. Let's finish off. Cut the yarn. Boom. Boom. Okay. Yeah, it still needs a little bit more stuffing, which I assumed. Um, I think that a little bit more. A little bit more. Just a little bit. It still needs a little bit more. I'm so bad at stuffing. I know, it's so cute. I love it. And it's so squishy. It's adorable. I squished it a little bit out of shape, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll bounce back. Let's get all this stuffing out of the way because there's just so much stuffing everywhere. All right, and then we can sew this bad boy up. And then we make the tail, which the tail is really quick. It's just a bunch of the same thing over and over, just to make it like longer, basically. All right. Snip. And then we just push it in. Boom. There is actually stuffing everywhere. I don't know if you can see it, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's fine. I'll deal with that later. Okay. And here is our little kitty. And now we need a tail. This is enough yarn to save. I'm a hoarder, and you can tell, but it's fine. I'll use it eventually. That's what they all say. Okay, tail. I'm gonna grab the poppet again, since it's all literally just the same rounds over and over. Alright, this is a different poppet to what I normally use, if you're not normally here. But basically, so I have 8 rounds of the exact same thing for the tail. So I'm gonna leave 8 of these bubbles. Can you see this? Hold on. I'm gonna leave 8 of these bubbles, and I'm gonna push all the rest down, and then when I finish one, I push it down. And then when I have no more bubbles left, I know that I'm done with the tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we pop all the rest. Hopefully that's not too loud. And then we pop all these as we go. And once we're done with all the bubbles, we know that the tail is done and it's ready to be sewed on. Sewn on? Sewed on. Sewn. With an N. Yeah. Words are hard today. I don't know why. That's one. I could put a stitch marker in. I probably should. I'm gonna regret it if I don't. I'll do it in the next round. Especially because I'm talking while I'm doing it, I'm definitely gonna lose count. Two. Then we got a popper outside out. Um, Everything's twisted up. Okay, and then we just put this little guy right here. My hands are sweaty. It's hard to crochet when your hands are sweaty. Here, let me cut this little piece. Okay, lock in. Yeah, a lot of people I've heard use a pen and paper, but to be honest, I get lazy. And I know a pen and paper isn't that hard, but I'm a very lazy person, and my brain doesn't work like that, and I will just forget. So I use a poppet. I think I heard it from some other crocheter. I couldn't tell you who, but I did not come up with it. But yeah, a lot of people do use a pen and paper. The worst part is when you forget to pop one and then it's just wrong, but you know, everyone makes mistakes, and it's okay. Dude, why are these stitches so frustrating today? There we go. Boom. My foot's falling asleep. Boom. Another one done. Boom. Another one. I'm so excited for this cat to be done. It's so adorable. I don't know how these cats used to take me 45 minutes because it's been an hour and I'm not even done. Maybe I just wasn't locked in today. I don't know. But that's okay. That means I can just be live for longer because I'm making two no matter what, so. Alright, and now we just gotta do one more. And then it'll all be good for sewing it on. After we stuff it, of course. Yeah, a lot of plushies do take me that long as well. Um, but these ones, I've made these so much that I have the pattern mostly memorized, so it is quicker that way. That should be everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. For once, I did it correctly. Okay. And now we just need a little bit of stuffing to go in here. And then we can sew our little tail onto our cat, and it'll be cute and finished. I might need a stick to push this in here. Yeah. I don't know where this came from. I think I got it in a stuffing box, but it's really helpful for pushing stuffing into like little pieces of something when your finger can't fit into it. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, but I promise you it is. It just is a little bit slow, but that's okay. Actually, I'm getting impatient. Maybe I'll use the other side. It kind of just looks like a chopstick, to be honest with you. But I never have used chopsticks, so I don't really know if it is a chopstick or if it just looks like a chopstick. Okay, that is almost good, except there's not enough. In the end of the tail, there we go. That's better. Now we roll it into a better shape. There we go. And now we can sew it. Let me see what round it says to sew it on. And my thing fell asleep again. Let's see. Rounds 17 to 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So like here. I'm gonna do one round up. So like there. Yeah, that looks good. I hate sewing, but when it's only a little tail for this cute of a cat, it's hard to say no. I wish it was a no-sew pattern, but I mean, you could probably like fold the tail at the bottom and crochet it in, but like that's a lot of work. I'm so sewing, but you know, I don't know. I just like to complain, I think. And the sewing really doesn't take that long. So I this is one of the sewing jobs that I don't actually mind doing because it's just a circle. But sometimes I sew it on crooked and then it makes me mad, but it's okay. Yeah, that's pretty centered. Centered enough. 'Cause like cats' tails aren't always centered. I don't know. Am I just justifying my mistakes? Probably. All right. Then we can just weave this in a little bit so that it doesn't come out. And then we chop. Boom. Okay. And then again, oh, it's on almost on the floor. Caught it in my lap. Um, Order me. Gotta save that. Um, and there we go. The tail is not fully centered, but I think that's okay. I don't know why the face is like bubbled out weird. There we go. Here is our first finished cat. and it looks pretty cute. I want to put it somewhere you can see it. So should I just put it like here? Like that, maybe? Yeah, that works. Because then you can see it. Alright, so the next one. I think I'll do this dark brown and this light brown. Um, I want to do like a, what's it called? Like a Siamese cat. Let me pull up that pattern because it is a different pattern. This one is also by Annie Caraway Art. Um, I bought it on Etsy. Pretty cheap pattern. So yeah. It's a lot of scrolling to get to the start of it. Okay, and now I think we can start it. So, like I said, I think this for the face would be good. Well, not great. I would rather like a slightly darker than this, but like lighter than this, but I don't think I have that. Unless I do. But I'm not pulling that out, so we're just gonna do this. Might look a little bit weird, but that's okay. That's okay. It can look a little weird. Some cats just look different, you know? And I bet it'll still be cute anyways. Oops. Let me put this back, because I don't know. It's bothering me that it's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to talk about, feel free to leave it in the chat. I try to respond to everything I see, so don't be afraid. But if you want to just be a lurker, that's fine too. I don't mind. 2. It's hard for me to talk a lot in the beginning because I'm like locked in on counting, you know? But after this round, don't worry. I can talk again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, not everything you make can be perfect, you know? And especially if you're like newer to crocheting, it's gonna take a little bit before your stuff looks like, almost perfect, you know? Like, I feel like this cat looks a little bit weird, but someone is probably still gonna be interested in it, you know? Everyone has different tastes and stuff, and just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone else won't. Hello, Art with Vina, I think. Welcome in. We're making a ragdoll cat. Or ragdoll or Siamese? Or are they like basically the same thing? I don't know. It has a darker face than the rest of the body, I guess, is how you would say it. After this round, I'm pretty sure we go back to the lighter color again. Yeah, crocheting is definitely not a super easy hobby. But once you get the hang of it, it can be a lot easier, you know? And some patterns and stitches are going to be harder than others. It's just how it is. This pattern isn't actually too difficult, in my opinion at least, but I have also made it like probably over 50 times by now. I made a lot of these. They used to be really popular, and now they're not very popular anymore, but they're so cute. The mini ones sell better than the big ones do anymore, which is kind of weird to me, but let's cut this. Boom. That one's not big enough to save. Don't worry. I'm not going to hoard that. Oh, and then we're supposed to color change. Kind of forgot about that. Good thing I looked at the pattern. Where is my other color? Here it is. And then we do still use this darker color for the ears and I think the feet too. So I'm not going to cut it off yet. Oh, but I do want to tie it. Here, let's tie this. Cuz then it's more secure. I don't always tie my color changes, but I'm gonna in this case. We'll cut this one. And then the other one, like I said, we're going to leave for now. Technically, I think you're supposed to tie all your color changes because it makes them more stable, I guess, but that's a lot of work for someone who doesn't want to do it. Yeah, a lot of like the smaller like keychain size things are a lot easier than the bigger plushies. Definitely. I agree with you on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I doing this wrong? Yes. Yes, I am indeed doing this wrong. There we go. That's better. All right, we are almost to the end of this round. I don't know what color face details I want to do yet because I don't think black will show up very well. Oh, we could do like the cream color that we just did for the other cat. That could look good. Because black won't show up on this, but if we do this color, once we get here, you're not going to be able to see it. So I will probably end up doing this color then. Yeah, that's fair. Color changing is not easy, but I've done so many color changes at this point where I don't really mind it anymore. I mean, it definitely does take extra time, but um like I said, I don't mind it anymore, but I used to really hate it when I first started crocheting because it just is annoying and it takes a lot of time. After this round, I'm pretty sure is the ears. So that's exciting. Yeah, I really hope this one's as cute as the other one. It should be, in theory, you know? One of these yarns, like the dye in it or something, smells really weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's definitely this color. This color smells really weird, but I don't really know what it smells like, you know? Um, but none of my other yarn smells like that. And it's all of these two are like the same type of yarn. They're both big twist value, I think. But one of them just smells weird. So it's got to be the dye, right? I don't know. I don't know what else it would be. Cause like I got them in the same order from the same place. Like they were in the same box, along with a bunch of other yarn, and it's the only one that smells weird. So I don't know. Stuff like that is a little bit weird sometimes. All right, and then, if I am not mistaken, the ears should be in this round. Yes, they are. Yeah, that's fair. This yarn doesn't have like a strong smell, but I can smell it every so often. But it's not necessarily a bad smell. It just kind of smells like new, like store, but like the bad smell. Not, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very weird. All right, and then we color change here for the, oh my gosh, what are they called? Ears. Words are hard. Hello, it's Ella Forever. Welcome into the stream. I need a stitch marker to mark the back loop so that I can come back. Yeah, I agree with you. I think this cat is gonna be really cute. I'm really liking it. I wasn't sure at first because it looked a little bit weird, but now that I'm doing the ears, it looks really cute. And then the feet are gonna be the darker color too. I can't wait for this cat to be done. Thank you for subscribing, Ella. That genuinely means a lot to me. So thank you. Um, and I hope you enjoy my content. Here is the other ear. Oh, I need another stitch marker. We'll do green this time. Why not? Change it up a little bit. Put that there. That one was wet. I need a new one because that one was wet. Um, we'll do an orange one instead. Not as fun, but I don't want to use a wet stitch marker. I don't know why it was wet. Oh, it's probably from when I spilled my pop earlier, to be honest. Okay. Thank you for subscribing as well. I appreciate it. All right, here's the other ear. My foot's falling asleep again. So I am crocheting some loaf cats. So this is one that I've made first. I made this one. And then now I'm making also another one, but it's going to be like a Siamese cat, like a brown Siamese cat. So yeah, and I was supposed to color change on that one, but I forgot. There we go. And then we continue. Thank you, Ella. That means a lot. It genuinely means a lot. Um, and then I think this one is just around. My screen keeps freezing up though, so there we go. The YouTube like auto translate thing is really annoying because like it says that it auto translated your message, but like there was nothing to translate, and I don't understand why it had to translate it. I don't get it. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. And then we go into this stitch that we marked because we don't have to dig around for it because we marked it. And this will make the ears pop out a little bit better. You'll be able to see it in a second once I do the other one as well. But this basically makes it going from 2D to 3D, and it just adds a little bit more, what would you say, dimension, I guess? And then we do the same thing here. Yeah, I know, it's so annoying. Hello? I have no idea how to say your name, so I'm not even gonna try, but this is a 5mm hook, and the yarn, I believe, is a size 4. Um, I like using 5mm on size 4 yarn, but I also do like 4.5 and 4 as well. Um, but 5 will just make it turn out a little bit bigger. It kind of looks like a pug, but that's okay. Maybe the tail will make it look more like a cat. Yeah, of course. Yeah, size 4, it kind of just depends on your tension, to be honest. And I have really tight tension, so if I use a size 4, it'll turn out really small. Also, I really don't have any good size 4 hooks. Like, I have a bunch of these from the Woobles, but I don't have one of these. This is just from Michael's, I think, but I don't have any of these in size 4, so I usually just stick to 4.5 or 5. But I need to buy one, I think. I want to invest in like some pretty resin hooks, just because they're pretty, you know? Am I supposed to do the foot in this round? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, wait. Mm, no. Feet is next round. Yeah, I don't really use a size 3.5 hook all that often, because I'm usually using either this yarn or like this size yarn, which is a size 6 yarn. I use a size 6 hook for that, but oh, okay. I've never heard of that before. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds cool. Now this green yarn is trapped in all my other yarn. There we go. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I'll probably be live until I finish the second cat, so we still have quite a while. I have been live for about an hour and a half. It took me, I think, an hour and a little bit more to make this cat. And I think this cat is maybe taking me longer. Well, it's because of the color changes. They take a little bit longer. So yeah, this cat will definitely take me a little bit longer, but that's all right. I don't mind. I have all day anyways. I'm not going to be live all day, but I don't have anything else to do today. So I need to turn my fan up more because it's hot. I'll be right back yet again. Okay. Hopefully you guys can't hear that, but if you can, I apologize. It shouldn't be too loud. But sometimes the microphone picks up different things differently, I guess. And then I believe now is the feet. Yeah, my first live was probably only like 45 minutes long. Um, but the longer ones tend to find more people. Um, like the stream didn't start picking up until about an hour in. So I've definitely started doing longer lives, and also I don't know, sometimes I just want to be live for longer, you know? And if I am live for longer, then I can make more while I'm live, and it's just overall more entertaining. I'm glad you've been enjoying the stream. I haven't been able to stream in like 3 weeks, so yeah, but for a beginner, I feel like 3 hours is pretty good. I've made this pattern, like I said, probably like 50 times or more at this point. So, I have a lot of it almost just memorized at this point. Um, so it's definitely just quicker for me, you know? But once you get like more used to crocheting, you get faster, a lot faster usually. Yeah, if you make mistakes, it definitely takes longer. And if you're doing color changes, it definitely takes longer as well. But and then after this, we can do the face details. I think I'll do it in this color. I think I already said that, but any other color would just blend in, I think. Oh, thank you. Those are my flower coasters. I didn't know where to put them, so I just left them there. Um, but thank you. My voice is calming. That's good, I guess. I don't find my own voice calming, but I also hate listening to my own voice, so I'm glad it's calming for you then. All right. And now we can take a little bit of a break to embroider the nose and the whiskers and also put the eyes in. So let me grab the eyes. Usually I grab a bunch of eyes before stream and I just set them out, but I think I just forgot. I'm out of the routine. I haven't crocheted. Well, no, I haven't. I've crocheted like all the time. I haven't went live in a while. I keep my eye backings in a gum container. It works. It works. I use like the most random containers for all my stuff, but if it works, it works, you know? One, two, three. One, two, three. I wish I had some colored eyes, but I don't think I do. At one point, I had brown eyes. Actually, let me look. I didn't look very hard. I'm pretty sure all these are just black, though. Yeah, they're all just black. Wow, that's a lot of keychains and plushies. Do you like sell them at markets or on Etsy or anything? Or do you just make them to make them? What am I doing? I need to lock these in. Yeah, that looks good. There's a little pokey part here. I'm gonna cut that off. That just went across the room, but that's fine. Oh yeah, that's fair. I think I didn't do my first sale probably for like probably a year after I started crocheting. But now I do like a sale all the time. So, but also it just kind of depends on what you want because some people just crochet for a hobby and that's fine, you know? Oh, I was about to cut off another piece of yarn, but since I'm a hoarder, I just had all those pieces left over. Let me grab one of those. I think this is the color. Yeah. And then we can use this. I might have to grab the other piece too, but that's okay. I can do that. Where did I put my yarn needle? I'll just grab one of these. Maybe it fell on the floor. Or maybe I put it back. I rarely put things back though, so probably not. I'm a mess, but that's okay. Not everyone can be perfect. Oh, I can cut this brown yarn off. I'll still need it for the back feet, but it'll be a while before we get to the back feet, and that yarn is going to get in my way, and I'm going to get frustrated, so I'm going to cut it off. You can't see anything of what I'm doing, and I apologize. Okay. Yeah, I think this color is a good choice. This cat is gonna be so cute. I can't wait. I love all these cats. They're so fun to make. And they, like, no matter what colors you do, they always turn out cute. I'm gonna do the same whiskers that I did on the other one. There we go. That looks pretty good, I think. Good enough, at least. And then we can tie them together back here. That piece was like a perfect size for that. And see, this is why I hoard things. Because there's always going to be a use for it, whether it's now or in 30 years. Don't worry, I'm not going to let them just sit there for 30 years. That was a joke. Um, So total, I genuinely don't know, but my inventory right now is probably like 3 to 400, and I know that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I've also sold probably 3 to 400 at markets. That might be a little much. I don't know, but I have sold quite a lot as well. So yeah, that's my best estimate. It's a little hard to estimate it. I've been crocheting for like 2.5 years. Um, and I do a lot of in-person sales. So, but yeah. And now I think this is repeat rounds, but my thing turned off again. I need to fix that. I need to like go into my settings and change it, but that's a lot of work for someone who doesn't want to do that. Okay, yes, this is the repeat rounds. So let me grab my little poppet. Make sure you guys can see it because it's funner that way. So this poppet, I basically will pop everything except the number of rounds that I need to do. So in this case, it's 6. So we're just gonna pop all of this. Um, and then every time I finish a round, I will pop one. And then when I pop all of them, that's how I know that I'm done with the repeats. And it just helps me to not lose count, especially while streaming or watching something else. Um, and yeah, that's my little spiel on that. I always have to like explain what it is, otherwise people ask, so I might as well just tell you. Yeah, a lot of people don't even start with plushies. Some people start with like granny squares or like blankets or stuff like that. Um, and I mean it's all the same skills and stuff, so it's a different style, but yeah. Once you know how to do one, the other is pretty easy. My yarn is tangled. Sorry, you can't see me untangling it, but it was tangled. Once you do the face, they just look so much cuter because like they actually are starting to look like a cat instead of just a blob, a colorful brown blob. Um, but it's actually starting to look really cute now. At first, I was a little skeptical about my color choices, um, and I was like second guessing myself a little bit, but it's just a little trust the process moment sometimes. And in this case, that was the case because now it looks really cute, and I'm happy I didn't switch. It does still remind me of a pug though. I need to stretch my wrists because I've been crocheting for an hour and 40 minutes now, and I don't want my wrists to hate me for the rest of my life. So it's good to stretch a little bit. Also, I don't know why, but it's really hot in here. Actually, I think it's my light. Yeah, my light is really warm. That would make sense. Usually I have my light on a lower setting, but it's hard for you guys to see if it's on a lower setting, so I have to turn it like basically all the way up. Yeah, especially when I crochet like a lot in a row, my hands get sore. And actually it's more like my shoulders and my arms than my hands, but yeah, I am the same way. And crocheting over top of this table is different from what I normally do. Normally I just crochet it over top of myself, but otherwise you guys can't see it. So it's a little bit more. I don't mind. It's worth it for me because then I get to share it with you guys. All right. And we got another bubble. Done. We got four left. And my drink is gone. So that's sad, but it's okay. Yeah, that's fair. I've also been crocheting for a while. So it I definitely I used to be really, really slow at it, but I have gotten a lot faster over the time that I've been crocheting. And yeah, it just I don't know. It's kind of muscle memory at this point. I don't have to like look at every single stitch, although I still do because I don't want to mess up, but if I had to crochet blindfolded, I probably could do a decent job. And it's just yeah, like I said, muscle memory at this point. My hands can move a little bit faster now that I like have it down what I'm doing. Um, and yeah, you get faster as you practice it more. It's like any other thing in life. You gotta practice it, otherwise you're never gonna get really, really good at it. And you don't have to be really good at it, but you can be. Hello, animal lover art maker. Welcome into the stream. All right, and we are about halfway through the body. Boom, another round. Done. That is not through the right place. There we go. That's better. Hello, Sophie's Sassy Stitches. Welcome in. We're making a cute little Siamese cat right now. Its body and stuff will look the same as this, just in a different color, but yeah. We made this one first, and now we're on to this one. I think it's turning out really cute. Thank you, I appreciate that. They do turn out really cute though. I believe the pattern is by Annie Caraway Art, on Etsy. The pattern's made for bigger yarn, but I do it in smaller yarn sometimes, just to make them a bit smaller, and also have a lot more colors of small yarn, so I can do more, like variety of cat types. And also, the smaller ones are a lot more popular. Welcome back, Michael Jackson. No problem. I don't mind. All right, that's the fourth one done. Now we have two more. If anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. This one is turning out really cute. Yeah, I don't usually use this poppet. I have no idea where it came from. I remember getting it, but I don't remember where or why or from who or anything. I usually use like a little tiny circle one. It's about this big. It's a little pink one, but I may or may not have spilled my pop all over it earlier, like 5 minutes before the stream started. So I had to find a backup, because I didn't have time to wash it. But I will do that after this stream. All right, that is five, and now we just have one more, and then we can, I think after that is the feet, and then we start decreasing, and then we do the tail. It's really starting to come together here. I think the tail is multicolored as well. Let me look real quick. My tablet keeps turning off. I've said that so many times in this video, and it keeps happening. Um, 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 um. Yes, the tail has a little like color at the top for like 2 rounds of the darker color, and then the rest is the lighter color. This pattern is so cute and like well written. I love it. It's one of my like favorite patterns. And it used to be more popular. I wish it was more popular still, because then I could make more of these, but it's just not as popular anymore. Stuff comes and goes, but that's okay. Everything just kind of comes in for a while and then fizzles out after a while, but that's okay. Oops. I literally smack my light multiple times in almost every single stream. I don't know why. It just happens, I guess. I have not tried it on the mini kitten pattern. I don't think I have a mini kitten pattern, but I really do want to get the one that's basically this cat size down. I think it would turn out like so little and so cute, but I just haven't tried it yet, I guess. I should get it though. That would be really cute. And that's six. I'm gonna keep this out though, because we'll need it again for the tail. But now we can do the feet. We have to adjust for our tension again. Where did my color go? Here it is. And then I will have to tie this one on so that it doesn't fall out. Technically, you're like supposed to tie it every single time you color change or whatever, but I don't do that. That's too much work. I'm too lazy to do that. But I'll tie it when I like add a new color, you know? Alright, and then we can cut this one off and do our little foot. This kitten is turning out so cute, and I love it. And then we do the other foot. Is this the right placement? Yes. I'm just second guessing myself like always. I've been live for almost 2 hours at this point. I feel like this is only the second live that has been longer than an hour and a half. I have been crocheting today for like 2 hours, but I assume you mean all time, which would be about 2.5 years, because I started in February, not this year, but I think the year before. So that would be February 2025, I think. No, the year before that. I don't know. I've been crocheting for 2.5 years. Um, and I started by like with a Woobles kit. I don't know if you guys have heard of that brand. But they are like a crochet kit brand and it teaches you literally everything you need to know. I forgot I could cut this off now. And it will literally, like, there's video tutorials and everything. The yarn and the hook and the stitch markers all come in the bag. Um, and then you can just crochet that. And that's how I learned to crochet. Um, so yeah, I got that for Christmas one year. And then yeah, I just loved it. And then it just took off from there. And now I'm doing it on YouTube and I sell it and I have Etsy and yeah, it turned into a massive business, which I did not see coming. But I'm not mad about it because it gives me something to do, a little hobby on the side. And I really enjoy YouTube as well. I think I would be doing YouTube either way, to be honest with you. Because I also do gaming on YouTube. Um, so even if I hadn't found crochet, I think I would still be on YouTube. But now I just do crochet content on YouTube as well. All right, what is after this round? Gotta change positions a little. All right, and now we continue. That's cool, Sophie. Yeah, no one in my family really knew how to crochet. I think my grandma crocheted when she was little. Like, I think her mom taught her, but she doesn't remember how to. Um, but yeah, that's really cool. I feel like crochet kind of like died out for a while, and I feel like it's coming back. It's getting a lot more popular, which is really cool. All right, and I believe now we're going to start decreasing and closing it up. My hands hurt. Actually, it's more my shoulders, but I can't really stretch my shoulders. All right. Are any of you guys making anything right now, or you guys doing anything fun in the background? Because I know usually when I watch a stream, I also like making something. And I'm always interested to see what other people are doing as well. Oh, that's cute, Sophie. I think the last time I made a tuxedo loaf kitten, or like loaf cat, I guess. I feel like it was the last loaf cat stream I did. Because I streamed probably like a month ago at this point, um, making that loaf cat. The tuxedo ones are really cute. Actually, they're all really cute, but the tuxedo ones are also cute. Alrighty. Hello, Michael Jackson. That's alright. Happy to have you back, though. We are almost done with this, to be honest. We just have to, you know, close up the bottom of it. I keep moving this. There we go. We just have to close up the bottom and then do the tail. So, yeah, we don't have all that much left to do. And we have officially been streaming for 2 hours. I don't remember how long my last stream was, but I feel like it was like 2.5 hours or something, which is crazy. But we'll see if we go over 2.5 hours. I don't know if we will. I guess we'll find out, you know? I really hope I'm doing this right because I'm not counting right now. But it's probably right. I guess we'll find out. Sorry, you guys really cannot see when I crochet that far away. I apologize. Sometimes I don't think of, what you guys can see and I just do what I want. Sometimes I just forget. You're all good. I knew what you meant. All right. And then I think now is a good time to stuff it. Yeah, no worries. Words are hard sometimes. I do have an Instagram. Um, I To be honest, I don't remember what my username is, but I believe it is linked in my bio if you're interested. It's probably just rollergirl480, same as my YouTube, but I think it's around the same. Hi CJG. But yeah, I just do Instagram and YouTube mainly. And then I also have an Etsy, but oh, thank you, Michael Jackson. Um and Sophie. Um if you want anything specific, let me know because right now I just have my mystery turtles on there and my patterns, of course. But if you see anything in my videos or streams that you want me to add to my Etsy, I can do that for you. After I am done with something, I put it in a basket. So I put it in a basket that's around my desk, and um, then I will count it, add it to my inventory, and then put it in my like baskets that I take to markets, basically. Um, and yeah, it's nothing fancy. All right, and now we can cut our yarn. I might stuff it a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, it could use a little bit more. If you are interested in these, I am fine with adding them to my Etsy. Um, but it's up to you. The mystery turtles, I believe, are 12 on my Etsy, and these would probably be somewhere between like 12. It would probably be like 14 or 15 would be my guess. Um, but yeah, it's up to you. And all of that does not include shipping, by the way. Do you want anything specific, or do you want these ones, or what were you thinking? Is that the same? I feel like it still needs a bit more. Maybe I'll just put this much in, and then we can see from there. Okay, I can upload these to my Etsy, probably right after the stream. The Etsy link should work in my description of this, but if it doesn't, the one in my bio will definitely work. Um, and if you can't find it, just leave like a comment on one of my videos or here if you're gonna do it now. And I can send you the link. I've never actually tried the links before, I just assumed that they worked, but. And then let's just sew this bad boy up, shall we? All right, and then we will just tuck in these tails so that they don't come out. They never should, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Boom. And then just tuck that in. Okay. And now we have our other cat. I do still have to do the tail though, so it's not fully finished. But we're going to do that right now. And then let me just turn on my tablet yet again. Fell asleep again. Are you even surprised at this point? And then the tail is another repeat. So we'll use our handy dandy poppet again. This one is 8 total, but it's 2 and then 6 because of the color change. So I think I'll just do the 2 and then I'll do the 6 with the poppet. So, because I can count to 2. And I can count to 8 too, but I lose track. 2 is easy. Alrighty, let's move you out of my way. Can you see that? Probably. Let's look. You can kind of see it. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better. It's hard to tell because of the delay on the stream. Because I have my phone that's actually recording the stream and then, or not recording the stream, but like running the stream. And then I have like the stream open on my laptop so that I can see all the comments and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like that's not weird because the black and gray yarn, I have never used Premier Parfait Chunky before, but I've heard that it's a really good yarn. And I think those dye lots, oh, is that thunder? I feel like it's raining outside. Anyways, I feel like those dye lots are a lot stiffer from what I've heard. So I think that would make sense, yeah. And my hands usually don't hurt that much. It's mainly my shoulders that hurt too, but yeah, I think that is thunder. Jeez. Let's hope our power doesn't go out, but we're almost done a stream anyways. Alright. And then we can color change for the rest of the tail. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I have heard a lot of things about Premier Parfait Chunky being like just like inconsistent. Like some of their yarn is more like full and some of it's like more, I don't know how to explain it. Not full, I guess. Like the density of it is different, so that could be the reason. I don't know. Or maybe it's just what you crochet while you're using that yarn. I don't know. Could be a lot of different things to be honest. But I don't think it's that weird. There's probably some sort of reason to it, you know? You just don't know what it is. Alright, and then we gotta tie this again. I can't hear the rain anymore. Oh, perfect, Michael. Oh, I can cut this yarn off too. Boom. I didn't think it was supposed to rain today, but clearly I was wrong. Can you guys hear the thunder or no? Because it's really loud. But I don't know if it's loud enough that my mic will pick it up. Alright, that is the first one. Yeah, I should probably do stitch marker, otherwise I'm gonna regret it. Oh, okay. That surprises me, actually. But that's good. I love making these cats. They're so cute. Oh, okay. That works then. I'll try to remember that. Um, that is three? Yeah? Yeah. I had to make sure I didn't forget one, because my memory isn't great. My memory isn't great. I'll be honest. Okay, star. I will try my best. One, two, three, four. All right, we have two more. And then we can stuff the tail, sew the tail, and then we will be done. See, I could do another, but I don't know, because that's going to take a while. And I've already been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. But I am having a lot of fun. Yeah, I agree with you, Sophie. My cats used to sell like hotcakes, like they would do insane, and now I haven't sold one in months, and I do a market every single week. So I think they had their time, and now their time is over. I think that's what it is. They're just not as popular anymore, I guess. I've had that same problem. A lot of people say how cute they are, but most people don't buy them. Some people don't even notice them anymore. I don't know. They used to be my um my main thing, but now they're just not. All right, that should be enough. One, two, three, four, five. Whoa, I just counted badly. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, all good. Sometimes I don't know. Today's just an off day. I can't count, I can't speak, I can't do anything today. All right. We can stuff it. I might need a little more stuffing than this, but this is just what I had on my table. Uh, if it's like this, maybe a little bit. Okay. That's probably good. And now we can sew it. Geez, there's a lot of thunder. All right. I don't remember what number this was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. All right. And our tail is almost done. I hate sewing, but these tails are pretty quick. And they're also really cute. So like I can I can just sew on a little tail, you know? Alrighty. And there we are. Now we just gotta weave this in. Alright. And there we are. Our finished little cat. We have two of them. Hopefully you can see those. They turned out really, really cute. And I thought the second one was gonna be not as cute as the first one, but actually it might be cuter, in my opinion. Obviously other people have different opinions, but I think I like the second one. It turned out a little bit smaller, but I think that's okay. All right. I feel like that is probably gonna be the end of stream today. This one looks really, really bright just because of the lighting, but it's just like a creamy like color. Um, but yeah, I will get these uploaded on my Etsy soon. I'm not sure when because I have to take listing photos and it's currently raining outside. And usually I just take them, well, not usually. Now I've started to take them outside in the grass. So, um, yeah. I will get these uploaded soon though, and then I will post on my YouTube that they are uploaded so that you guys know. Um, and yeah, thank you for everyone who tuned in, even if you only tuned in for a few minutes. And like I've said, these will be uploaded in a few minutes. Well, not few minutes. Hopefully by tomorrow. They will be uploaded to my Etsy. So again, thank you so much to everyone who watched, subscribed, liked the stream, commented even once. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next stream. I have no idea when that will be, but I will let you guys know. Bye!